Welcome everyone, we're back with Reverse 1999. We're continuing with the event. I know we finished the main story, the hard mode unlocked, but we're gonna do the old teeth and the worn marks first and see how we get. Brake failure. Wait, how do I start this? Oh. So I guess it's a puzzle one. Maybe it'd be quick, and then we could start the hard mode. Let's begin our search here, everyone. I can sense it. There's a tooth over there. Doesn't sound too difficult. Hey, I like this place. This damp, gloomy forest looks so slippery. Indeed, the ground is covered in malicism. Watch your step here, everyone. Changing direction is difficult when you're sliding around. Oh, so it's almost like this is like a frozen ice thing, and it's you slide into it. All right, but we can use obstacles on surface like these to our advantage. We can change directions at the fence over there, for instance. Exit! Okay, there's no tooth here. It's up ahead. We have to keep going. Hold your breath. There are wild critters roaming around. This is their turf. Hey Zero, welcome back. If you wake one of them up, their friends will come running. We can't face them head on. We can dispatch them quietly if necessary. So is it only in the red? Wild critters are roaming here. Different wild critters have different fields of view. Wild critters are very dangerous and will eliminate anything that enters their field of vision. Try to steer clear of them and get to the end as quickly as possible. Approach wild critters from the side or from behind. Then launch a surprise attack to wipe them out. Day 29. I messed up. Knockout. Oh, easy. Thanks for redeeming first, Zero. Stage 3, reckless driving. Look, there it is, our first bounty. Hey Sinai, how's everything? Yep, playing, doing the, I guess the mini game for the event. I know hard mode did unlock yesterday or the day before. So once we finish this puzzle one, we're gonna hop on the hard mode and see what happens. Is there? Let's see. What's what Fortnite? Apex. The only models I have are just this VTuber and the Chibi model. So where am I? Where? Defeat all critters. Okay. Bloody baby teeth. Unlock the Archon skill, concealment. Route 66. 10.5 inches. Fresh root, slightly decayed. Oh, the saliva. Presumably it's from or say that giant carbuncle. But it could also be another specialty of Green Lake. For my personal taste, though, monster horror is obviously of a lower class. If I remember correctly, Miss Tooth Fairy pouch is about 5 inches long. The size of the tooth is almost twice that of a poor family bag, and it's a bit too conversation to call such a deadly weapon a tooth. Excellent point, Mr. Horrorpedia. That is the case. Though I don't mind expanding my collection. As I said earlier, it's not common to see a critter of this size. What's up, Zero?
Thank you.
So thank you very much for getting me this, Miss Bonnie. In terms of the results, yes, you should thank me. In fact, I just fancy its sharpness. Before you make it one of your collections, could you ask Freddy to break the stupid wood into pieces with it? We'll give it back to you as soon as we find an axe. Immediately.
Oh.
Whoa, the more reliable team came back. Hey, this way.
My apologies.
Miss Tooth Fairy, I'm very sorry. There are much more teeth in the area than we thought. Most broken teeth are the critters are excluded. There are 15 remaining. They belong to different kinds of carbuncles, lintworms, and Altisus, especially, like quite a few baby teeth of humans. Considering the age of some of the Xeno youth force, it's not really surprising. Let's see, this will pop up if I do this. Okay. If the human teeth are all excluded, there are other 3 unidentifiable. Well, in fact, I cannot confirm either they are teeth or not, but I guess its collection will always be special. Miss Tooth Fairy, can you spend some time carefully screening? It's here. Sorry, you mean it's among the baby teeth over there?
I'm not sure.
Do you need to double check? As far as I know, these are all the baby teeth of children age of around 12. They have something in common that... I understand your concern, Miss Sonato, but as you said, the 9 teeth in the pouch are all my unique collection. I know every pattern, every inch of wear and tear on them. Without even a glimpse, by touching alone, I can easily distinguish them from hundreds of teeth. Hey, this is much more like an archness in my knowledge.
Just some peculiarities.
Some quirks, you know, compared to those who aim at head or toe in the stories, it's kind of less weird to collect your own baby teeth. Shut up, Jason. You have time talking nonsense. You better give me a hand.
What I'm thinking is...
Alright, later. Take care. As I know, over 40% of humans inclined to collect their baby teeth as a record of their growth. Though their purpose is different from mine, I'll demonstrate that collecting baby teeth is not something exclusive to Arcanists. My college mate has an elaborate brass box. It is filled with her own teeth.
What?
Your college mates? That means you studied at...
Exactly.
It's a college for humans, Miss Bonnie. It's located in Rochester, Minnesota. From my analysis of the information, I was the only Arcanist admitted to Mayo Medical School that year.
But...
However, please allow me to make one thing clear. Lying in her palm is the baby tooth that's stained with blood, like a sugar cube that tastes weird. This is not my baby tooth. Route 66 starts from Chicago, Illinois, and runs west across to San Monaco in Los Angeles County, California. It's a highway that has developed rapidly since the war was over. On Route 66 ran Willow Deep in the past, and then Cadillac. Countless families from the east hummed tunes as they sped towards the beach, just like rockets roaring to the universe. However, the introductions for Interstate Highway Act marked this drastic decline. Now it's barely known.
Welcome to Eastern Tornado.
This is your old friend. Even though a car has long been necessary for every American now.
First song is?
The first song is from Whitney Houston. But for someone who just turned 18, a lonely road trip was fresh experience indeed. Huh? Hopefully this meeting with Professor will go smooth. That's right, a sudden call from my mentor set me up on this brief journey. Campbell's home.
Exactly.
Yes, thank you very much for this. Father said I wouldn't have completed my studies in Mayo without your help. However, as for the conference, apparently it takes at least 5 days to drive from here to Arizona.
I'm sorry.
Father has been quite busy these days. I'm sorry. Please allow me to... Haha.
Relax.
Don't be so uptight, kid. Like I said, it's just a casual family call. A small talk. I haven't seen you for a long time since I quit working as a visiting professor. How's Mr. Campbell doing? Oh, he loves you pretty much. Of course, I must say, you never let him down. A Subaru SVX, the red one. It's your graduation present and birthday gift, right? Yes.
Welcome to adulthood.
Now you're 18 years old, a big girl. Oh no, an adult. The talented student I tutored in person. The most impressive one in the history of Mayo. 1 month or 2. Maybe we haven't seen each other for a long time.
What I'm thinking is...
If you mean the last time we met, I think it was over 6 months ago. Oh, 6 months? Quite a long time. I still remember the first time I saw you. The textbooks you were to read were even taller than you.
Thank you.
Thank you for thinking of me, but... Fine. I'll bring that Sid Sleep Cabernet Sauvignon. Mother has been keeping an eye out for it when she heard of your interests. So you're coming, right?
I'm fine with it.
If I can make it, Professor. After all, I haven't tried driving across half of the continent yet. Oh, that is fantastic. Take your time. Thank Mrs. Campbell for a wine for me, kid.
See you in a few days.
Oh, a crash? Accident? What happened? Uh-oh. The screeching of the brakes yanks me from my thoughts. Damn. I swerved to the side right in time, but the figure just suddenly appeared from the side of the road. Route 66 runs from the American continent, but then has long been one of the loneliest highways. How? How could there be a child here? So who's the child? When I'm thinking about it now, I wish I had never got this bloodstained baby tooth. To be continued. Stage 4. As you know, Miss Verton, teeth are the source of my arcane skill. This recovered tooth has enhanced my spellcasting ability to a certain degree. Now I can better conceal our movements. For now, let's keep moving. That critter, staying out of its field of vision won't be easy. Don't worry, I'll use my Archon skill. Upon use, enter invisibility state this round. Will not be detected when entering a critter's field of vision in this state. Can launch a surprise attack when counter critters. Can only be used one time on each stage. They can't see us, let's get moving. We're out of the critter's right sights right now. This exit is a limited duration. We have to leave before it loses effects. Let's go, Miss Verton. My arcane skill can't be used in quick succession, so please use it wisely. Easy peasy. Little by little, stage 5. Nice. Exactly 12. I'm not sure if we can get a shorter or not. Stage 6. Wailing Walls. Carefully, it's patrolling its territory. Green Lake family, group of critters that are eager to learn. Okay. Alright, mistakes were made. Oh, messed up again. Stage 7, the importance of being punctual. Okay, nice. Stage 8, under the surface. So how am I supposed to... Let's see. Wait, so... How do I get to the exit though? Let's see. Down. That still doesn't get me there either. Huh. Okay, I think I might have messed up. I don't see any, let's see if... How do I land to the second, though? Alright, let's see, let's try one more time, reset. Wait, but... Huh. Oh. I see. Let's try this way. I have to try one more time. I have to make it so. 1, 2. Alright, I think we got it. Alright, so that took us 3 tries. Empty glass jar. Humerus and pelvis fracture deformity. Ankles open fracture. Blood loss estimate to a seed. From the looks, the unfortunate boy I hit at the time was probably under 10 years old. He was thin and small and quite tan. Within only a second, he was almost entirely welting in blood. The tiny baby tooth was soaked in blood, too white not to be noticed.
Damn it.
Hand trembling, dizzy, that's all I felt at the time. Hello? Emergency service? I'm on. No one would have expected a child to suddenly appear in the empty highway, but things just happened beyond my expectation, and it happens very quickly without any signs. According to your information, we'll arrive as soon as possible within 15 minutes. Please be patient. He's in critical condition, and we can't wait for 15 minutes. The warm rock formation within my view and the avid of the man size both demonstrates an undisputed fact that in the platinum 10 minutes and in the desert where there is no hospital nor any medical resources, it could barely save this life with any human medical treatment. Hey, can you hear me? Ouch. Oh. Pints of blood were pouring from every single wound. If it went like this, in less than 30 seconds, he would go into shock from blood loss. I do have a better idea.
Damn it.
Because of the blood, my fingertips keep slipping uncontrollably on the glass jar that I carry. I could barely open it. Look up, boy, look up. Knock the area 3 fingers from the lower jaw. Hold the nap gently. Stretch the throat muscles. For the first time, I was so unconfident about the dosage, and also the first time to try heal a human with two fairies. My arms were moving like a machine, stuffing the boy's body with these little monsters that were dropping gold powder. The fifth.
Exactly.
Yes, right. Good boy. Go on, swallow it. Huh? Thank goodness. Motel.
Please do not move.
The wound on your ankle is expected to heal in 30 minutes. We're in the motel near the highway. I will ask you a few questions. Please answer as quickly and accurately as possible. How many fingers? Yes, you are 2.
Please do not move.
Is it day or night? Day.
Good boy.
Do you remember your name and age? John. John Garcia. 13 years old. I live in the mayor town nearby.
Thank you.
Thanks for the cooperation. You could call me...
Huh?
Huh? What's covering my feet?
No.
Don't.
Whoa.
Oh, what are these? Are they wings? My god, the omen has golden powder on it. Please don't worry, it's not harmful, nor will it make you feel painful. It is hard to take. Just close your eyes and don't think about it. This is a motel. You can call me Tooth Fairy. It's their names and mine's too. No, this looks cool. I'm not afraid. It feels amazing on my ankles. Did you save me? With that amazing ointment? In fact, I caused the accident. Unfortunately, I know how to heal in some ways.
Sorry.
I'm sorry. Mom once warned me to stay off the highway. My beetle, it went out into the middle of the road.
No.
No, you should not be the one to apologize.
But
Your mom is right. Keep her words in mind. I will. I just...
relax.
Take a deep breath. Open your mouth.
Whoa.
Hey, it's alive. Wow. Flying Granny. Should I put this in my mouth?
Exactly.
If you want the best healing effect, I suggest you swallow it. It's sour and a little sweet.
Huh?
Huh? The loose tooth in my mouth is gone.
It's here.
Are you taking it back? Oh, not really. I'm surprised you didn't throw it away. Huh. And, the granny, can I have one more?
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, John. This is the last one.
But
If you behave well, I'll give you some other snacks. I searched in my pocket, trying to find something other than a tooth. Anything like a toffee, a sweet salt flavored chocolate, or a caramel thing kind of thing. Kids need it. Like a candy? Awesome. I never had candy before.
whoa.
Wow, in your pocket. Why are there so many teeth? It's my personal hobby. Hobby? Oh, I get it. It's just like... Is it just like I love beetles?
Maybe.
No wonder you didn't throw that baby tooth away.
Huh?
In that case, I'll trade you this for a candy, huh? Oh, it's here. It's Toto's tooth that fell out this morning. I always love it when I rub its belly.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Hey, wait. It's amazing. I don't feel any pain anymore. At all. Not even hungry anymore. You're even better than Grandma Susie. Grandma Susie? Her cabin is right next to my house. People in town says Grandma Susie is an arcanist. She really didn't have a good temper, and she always drove me away with a broom. And never allowed me to catch beetles in her doorway. But she would secretly give me a few pieces of corn crisps every time, and I haven't tasted any good crisps since she moved away. Grandma Susie could turn an apple pie out of nothing, and she even moved a huge palace, although people said that it was just an illusion. But can you do it too?
I'm sorry.
I can't do any of those. But you saved my life. You must be Arcanist too. Have a taste. It's toffee. Oh, I turned out just now. It's Toto's tooth. I look at the tiny tooth in my palm. I guess it might belong to a bloodhound whose bloodline wasn't pure. Apparently, the owner of the tooth was also malnourished.
Whoa.
So sweet. Miss Tooth Fairy, is that whatever the pain? You could drive it away?
No.
I wish I could, but the truth is, there's no one who can cure all diseases. But you are powerful. Arcanists are all very powerful.
I'm sorry.
Powerful doesn't equal all powerful, John. If it hadn't been men who caused the accident, or if it hasn't been even for a millisecond, it would have been a completely different story. Now, you should get some rest. Feeling no pain doesn't mean you're recovered. Tuck in and get some sleep. Then I'll take you back. The hotel is not a good place to rest, but sometimes we don't have a choice. Unfortunately, John was so skinny that even the smallest quilt was way adequate for him. Gradually, he was breathing well, and my nerves finally relaxed for a moment. Miss Tooth Fairy, if I may, I saw him turn over with difficulty under the quilt. Can you please meet my mom later? To be continued. So we finished. So that's what it is. No wonder our earlier search was a bust. Who? Old friend, unremitting tooth trackers. Tooth spirits will rapidly swarm towards a tooth that moment they detect it. We have to take care of them first, or we'll get the tooth before we do. Over there. Over here, Miss Fairton. We're too late. It got the tooth. Tooth spirits grows more vigilant when it's possessed of a tooth. Keep a watchful eye over everything in sight to protect their treasure from thieves. Arcane skills won't be enough to disguise here. It will be seen that there's a battle is inevitable. Okay. Start battle. Let's put Bonnie in.
Finally, some interesting work. Shh, I hear something. No? Don't be so serious. Hey! Hey, I'm this good stuff. Damn it! Ouch!
Merci. Brave.
Over here!
Never hesitate. The sword is drawn.
Keep going instead of me!
Nice
I'm
move.
this good stuff. Watch out! This is a special performance.
Mass attack. Okay.
Watch out! This is a special performance. Who's beating so loud? Shh! I hear something. They come out of thin air. They are hideous in people. They are my friends. Don't be so serious. Radio waves are everywhere. Everywhere. Can't be bothered to sweat it. Over here. Come on, baby. I'm going already said that Sotheby doesn't need a bodyguard.
Rope in tooth. Rear view mirror.
Mom!
John, why did you? Are you?
Excuse me.
Nice to meet you, ma'am. You may call me Tooth Fairy. The new car was still marvelous. How could a child who looked and really was no nurse even damage it? From Tull to Town, it only took 3 minutes driving, and it didn't even need to be at full power. Despite the name, it's a stretch to call this place a town. John, help me up.
No.
No, don't bother. Just lie down, man. A few families scattered in the wilderness. The crack in the wooden door were once filled with layers of sand and gravel, and turned into a board of pinkish yellow. On the way here, John told me about how the family was struggling with poverty. Indeed, it's not difficult to tell from his figure.
Mom!
Mom, look! My tooth fell out! But the reality was still much worse than I thought. You sit here, next to Mom. The house was not bigger than the stables I have seen. Lights were the only electric equipment. Time seems to cease here. John's mother was lying on the only furniture in the room, like a salty raisin on a plate. If John did anything wrong, I am very sorry.
No.
No, ma'am, I should be the one to apologize. Miss Tooth Fairy is a doctor. She's also an arcanist, just like Grandma Susie. There's a lot of flying grannies in her jar. John.
Okay.
Okay, Mom. I'll get some water.
What I'm thinking.
If you don't mind, please allow me to do a few simple checks on you. Please don't worry, I am an arcanist and I'm also a medical student. You... Okay. Good. If you feel painful, do not hold back. Disease is cruel. It takes the unfortunate by the throat without distinction of any kind and gradually squeezes the neck of the weak. It hurts. Then the pain was there to deprive them of their dignity, making their decease more naked than their birth. Ma'am, please close your eyes and open your mouth. No need for more professional instruments. The shape of death is clearly palpable in the horrible surrounding, and through her description, for the incurable disease, death is never the most frightening part. John,
Over here.
come here, hold your mother. The boy was swift and experienced. His behavior reveals a sense of indifference from that he himself barely knew. Children were not supposed to be more of an expert of these than Toffee. During the whole day there, almost all the Tooth Fairies I brought were consumed. Your mother is sleeping for now. Well, it's not just today. She suffers like this every day. In the evening, especially at night.
I'm sorry.
Is there nothing you can do either?
John, doctors aren't only potent. Nor are these little things with wings. No delay, equal dosage, and no complications. All the three are equally important.
What I'm thinking is.
I think your mother probably knows about her illness better than me, and she knows you better. That's why she allows me to do the check on it for her. The sunset glows tinted the sky with a pinkish hue that matches the color of the rock. The temperature varies greatly in Texas, and it was often difficult to adapt to. The heat of day has long faded. The breeze with silver sand even felt a little chilly. Can you wait for me here?
Sure.
No problem. I'll sit here until the sun goes down. The boy returned much faster than I thought. This is for you. This is... I traded 2 packs of total hair for it from Grandma Susie. She said it was the tooth of a rare beast. And she also said, if you pray to it devoutly, all requests will be granted. I prayed to it every night for Mom to get better. But it must be because I caught the Beatles twice and didn't pray. So it didn't work. Well, this is a ropin tooth. A ropin tooth? And these are very rare. Ropin is a type of parietic that inhabits a rock of Imboy Island with a long beak and sharp claws.
Whoa.
They also have huge wings and must glow like a phosphorescent at night. The ropin tooth that the boy held possessed a rough enigma and a normal size, and apparently it's an artificial toy. However, even if this was real, it's impossible that our request would be granted. It's probably just a psychological comfort for the child given by a kind senior.
Have a safe trip, Miss Tooth Fairy.
I saw the boy's figure in the rearview mirror getting smaller and smaller and finally disappears into the exhaust. That fake ropin tooth is still a treasure among my collection. Even for a while after that, it was worth more than anything else. How many stages are in here? Oh. Collect the... Wait, 40? Or... Oh wait. No. Each one is 2 stars. It might get harder. Let's see, how are we doing this one? That. Oh, yeah, I can see. I see. I didn't get. We'll do that stage later, but we'll get this story off. Motel is not a good place to take a break. In my experience, dreams that faithfully rebuild reality are no better than nightmares. 16 years old or 15? For me at the time, the sense of belonging has been strange and indispensable. Hey! Hello. Oh, are you doing this because you care a lot about your teeth? Or are you just trying to make your face look good? The latter, I guess.
Well,
It's just a little weird, you know. Too weird in the crowd. During my college, I suffered a lot from wisdom teeth. Hey, Campbell. Nina. Why didn't you come yesterday? Everyone wanted to meet the Campbell girl.
I'm sorry.
I was occupied. Attending a gathering of friends. Friends? Arcanus or humans? Arcanus. Oh well.
Poor little Campbell.
It must be hard for you. Be sure to let me know next time. I'll think of an excuse for you. I'm not prejudiced, but look, most Arcanists are not really nice to be around.
Well,
Not you. You're the exception. It's fine.
Fine.
Don't forget the other academic salons this Wednesday. You have to come this time. Yes.
Sure.
I'll be there. The dull pain deep in the root of my teeth torments me day and night. I always had the lutein, and it wasn't a tooth, but more of like a knife that my body made for itself, trying to cut me internally through 2 separate parts. At the time, my flannel pouch was still empty. I always fumbled for my only collection late at night on the bed. That's my first baby tooth, with a tiny hook on the root. It left my body from a twig of toothache in my childhood.
Humans and Arcanists are siblings. We form a community. Get along with them.
It doesn't sound difficult, does it? I tried as much as I could, however. It was far from satisfactory. At my birthday party as a little girl Arcanist, I almost got turned into a groundhog. During the joyful group activities in kindergarten, I was pushed into a dirt pit. From this point of view, there's really not many difference between human and Arcanists. The evil of the children is as naked and pure as their good. The difference is that as they grow up, the kindness is gradually worn out, while the malice is carefully disguised. Things that have afterwards become worse. Just because there is no longer blatant hostility, it doesn't mean that hostility doesn't exist.
In this situation,
We should be careful to examine the injury. Hey Campbell. Is that nothing would work for this injury? First aid words. Two fairies will work.
Exactly.
Yes, there's no first aid treatment in terms of human medicine. Excuse me? Human medicine?
I'm sorry.
Sorry, I just thought that would be more precise. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. You are Arcanist after all.
but it doesn't matter. You're not like them.
Some things will keep lingering in my mind from childhood until the night my wisdom tooth fell out. Maybe Arcanist is just an Arcanist, while a human can only be a human. To earn your own place, you need to be aware of that people are entirely different. Maybe one day they could live in peace, but it wouldn't be because of me or Campbell, and it wouldn't be now. I don't intend to spoil the adult's caprice, although it would be too much to ask a child to take the mission on. That night, lying on the tiny bed of the dormitory, I listened to the human breathing around me. I closed my eyes tight, and as usual, I tried to get through the dull pain of the root of my teeth. The tiny wisdom tooth almost broke through my tooth bed, growing stubbornly in my mouth. I used 2 fairies for myself at the end. The whole process was quick, complete, and painless, along with the sweetness of plums. At the time, I decided on my own path, though not able to understand if it's right. But undoubtedly, it saved me from myself. To be continued. I'll try to do that one again. Defeat the critters and win. Back to 10. Gotcha. Okay. Stage 11. Steep steeplechase. I recovered some more of my arcane abilities, Miss Vertin. I can take you past the barrier now. Gotcha. Alright, stage 12. Desperate struggle. If I use this. Easy. Mellowfine? Mellowhine? Ding, ring. Hello? Madam, this is the wake-up service you reserved. It's 7:30 in the morning. Time to get up. Oh.
Damn it.
Nightmare.
Thank you.
It's a beautiful day.
Welcome to Too Soon. It's a beautiful day.
Glad to hear that.
Still too early for the conference. That's great, Professor. I just parked my car. Conference hall.
Oh, my girl.
Hey, kid, here. Professor Evan?
That's great.
Oh, my girl. I'm so glad you come. Hopefully it's not too tiring to drive here these days. I've arranged everything. The hotel he booked is to the north of the University of Arizona. I promise it's no more than 500 meters away. On the third floor, the perfect Duke room. You wouldn't get this treatment if it were not my student.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. 5 days are indeed a long time, but unfortunately, Subaru performed well and saved my life.
Exactly.
Oh, sure, classic. Who would not love it? It's a great design when East meets West. Unappropriate combinations always generate new lives. When the good and the great comes together, and then, boom, something fantastic is born. Something we received in the market and performing fairly well. In fact, Professor, I met Sanchez when I parked the car. I had the pleasure of attending the banquet organized by the Arcanist Academy with my father. If my memory serves me well, I think I met him at the banquet. Of course, there are quite few familiar faces besides him. This is somewhat difficult from what I heard before. You led me to believe that this is at least a human-led. Oh, you must have good memory. I always loved you being agile. But look, there are a lot of humans. Just more familiar arcanists. Did you get your booklet? You mean this one?
Exactly.
Oh, that's it. Let's see. On page 3, Mellowfine. It's a potent allergen opiate, especially for moderate to severe pain, and the focus of the conference. Extracted from Winnipolgo. This is... Haha. Sound familiar? The independent research between you and me in college. Speaking of this, I had to thank your parents. Since then, I have the initial idea of the project.
But
The regulation of opiate is very strict. The restoration power of Winnipolgo may not be necessarily applied to humans.
Exactly.
That's exactly what we're trying to overcome. So what you're saying is that with a reasonable combination of the two, theoretically you can make a prescription drug for perfect medical properties? And the market has no one has ever ventured into before.
Tooth Fairy.
Listen to Fairy. What did you call me?
Oh,
I already
my
knew that
girl.
name, but I know you and you don't use it often. Listen, I know your family. I know your aspiration. Nothing's more important in life, my kid. We are doctors. Our first priority is always life and health. That's why the boy from the Sanchez is here. Because this is a war that requires us to come together to Fairy. Disease and pain always treats us equally. So does death. Professor, you know, I've been... Oh, of course. Since my tenure at Moyle, I've always been watching you. You were my favorite student. I'm sure you may have, kind of what you call your own ideas, right? They differ from Campbell's, from your parents' view.
it's all right.
But I'm sure you have witnessed how your father and mother made continuous efforts The Count has always been committed to this. Arcanus and humans share the same origin. You are smart. You are a smart girl. Dear guests, please enter the hall and take your seats quickly. It won't help to listen. Even Professor Evans tapped me hard on the shoulder as he always did. Come on, this way. Thank you very much for coming today. The reception will be held in the auditorium. What an inspiration presentation.
Tooth Fairy.
Tooth Fairy. What do you think? As you mentioned, if the project is guaranteed to move forward properly and is successfully approved by FDA, its prospects are indeed immeasurable. Prospects. It could even save tens of thousands of cancer patients. I will consider. Let's not talk about that. Like I said, let's just meet for dinner and have a casual talk. And look at this.
Welcome to adulthood.
Welcome to adulthood, Tooth Fairy. Inside the crimson velvet box lays a rope and tooth quality. In terms of value, it was a world away from the one I'd seen. The adult of tooth was smooth and delicate, and its size moderate. Apparently, it's of high quality and has been carefully maintained. With just a small piece like this, John's family would be able to live in decency for decades. Come on, take it. It is my sincere expectation of that Takama would join the research. The equipment and personnel are actually all ready. You just need to... I'm sorry to say that I'm not concentrating on what Professor Evan has said. The conference hall at the University of Arizona seems to be becoming stable, and I was standing there where I could hardly tell day from night. The child without a hint of malice or prejudice, and his mother were sporting. With them, the first time I was recognized as Arcanus. Was it a hint given by fate? How else could everything have been pushed forward so smoothly, just as the gear mesh? I hope you really think about it when you're back. I will wait.
No.
I'm sorry, what?
No.
I don't think I need to think about it.
Miss Campbell.
I would like you to...
May I join you?
I'll join. I'm in. Huh? I mean, for real? I'll submit the application to join the project as soon as possible. Probably by tomorrow afternoon. I heard a rough sound of my baby tooth rubbing against my wisdom tooth in the vinyl pouch. Okay, we have Stage 13, Symphony of Dots and Lines. Easy peasy. Stage 14, Trepidation.
interesting work. Shh. I hear something.
Bravo.
Whose heart is beating so loud? Talking out calms people down. Ah. Radio waves are everywhere. Damn it! Shh. I hear something.
Merci.
Whose heart is beating so loud? Radio waves are everywhere.
Fight for the unarmed.
Everywhere. Agents have guns. It's called common sense. Shh. I hear something.
Bravo.
We should listen to what people say. Oh?
Never hesitate.
All right, the party's over. Thank you for cleaning up the room and washing those mugs and glasses.
Did I get 2 stars? Volunteer. Good. Number 2 is in good state. Healthy teeth. Professor Evans even set the project earlier than I expected. For most of the time, I was preparing to formulate a region and working on taking care of the lab animals. Mice, rabbits, beagles, and multiple species of carbuncles and ocelots give regular injections and make records accordingly.
Miss Tooth Fairy.
It's all recorded here. We didn't treat our animals with great care, but I did what I could to make sure they wouldn't have to suffer beyond their expectation. The experiment. Good. Make sure to check the ventilation before you close the door. Hello, Miss Campbell. You're just in time. Good news. The NDA application came through. Already?
I can't believe it's only been a month.
I thought it would take at least 6 months. Professor Evans is right. We're not the only ones waiting for the new drug to come into use. And thanks to the repute of the Campbells, approvals are quick on both sides.
That is to say...
Once the revelation documents are ready, we can start the phase 1 clinical trials. If the clinical application is not rejected by FDA within 30 days, that's right, then we'll be able to recruit volunteers. Actually, we will definitely make it. I suggest we start drafting forms and contacting patients now. From 20 to 100, I'm sure there will be quite a number of people willing to apply. The requirements for volunteers also need to be drawn up.
What I'm thinking is...
I think we need a certain number of both Arcanus and Humans volunteers. Then it seems 2 test sites will have to be prepared. The further away from each other, the better.
Brilliant!
But if any side rocks the boat, it will still cost us just as much to be resolved. I think we should probably provide some grants for the volunteers and expand the range as much as possible. Good point. Our target group might also be exhausted for the money for treatment long ago.
Miss Tooth Fairy?
I'm sorry.
I'd like to ask, what's going on? I seem to remember that there are still volunteers application forms for the previous project in the institution. That's true.
Oh!
Let me see. Oh, it's in the drawer. May I have it for a while? Of course. Why do you need it, Miss Tooth Fairy?
Just a second.
Just take a look. Well, Hilton's was about 15 minutes away from the institution, and it took me about 10 minutes to walk from the institution to the lab. It took me only 5 minutes that time, not until I picked up the phone and felt out of breath that I realized that I just tried all the way here.
Exactly.
Hello, yes? Can you put me in touch with...
Are you John?
It's me, Tooth Fairy. Listen, For your mother's issue, I have an update. The call was answered very quickly and the communications was as smooth as the project. The arrangements for John's mother were soon finalized. All the worries seemed to never existed from the very beginning. I never felt so happy. Never so relaxed and careless. The animals in the lab were drifting asleep from the effect of the drug. I noticed the white carbuncle twitch slightly out of the corner of my eye. It was number 12. I leaned over trying to find out what happened. Beneath its white fur lives a tiny tooth that came from no one. Now I might have had a million premonitions and suspicions, but back then I simply hung up the phone and put it in my pouch. How am I 10 rounds. If I go, let's see. They're doing 10 rounds. Let's see. Okay. Messed up. Hey Kazuo, what's up? How's everything? I think the break should be over now. What kind of news? Stage 16, Crucial Choices. Let's go through the wall. Knock you guys out. Okay, nice 7. Got 2 stars. Voice mailbox. To Mellothing. The boiling RD was opened with a sound. The bright golden liquor rose in the air lavishly. The institution was alive with the scent of plum, dry apricot, and fresh hazelnut. The Phase 3 clinical trial was supposed to be longest and the most difficult challenge to take. Even after that, the thick documents of the new drug has to be submitted again and wait to be approved for at least 6 months. Wait, what do you mean, like, wait. Oh, yeah, I did see the, I did see it for, when the Neo Geo, Mini came out or so. It was one of those, games that was on it. But I didn't get to get, those minis. Let's see. 4 straight days of fuel center details. Liquor store on side. What do you mean, like, orders, like your jobs or part time or what? Oh, nice. Good luck. Is that like during the so what? Oh, so yeah, so it's almost like the holiday. Before the holiday rush, right? Or the holiday rush, I don't know. Because for my part-time job, I took off Sunday. But I'm going to work Monday through Friday since there's free food. So I'm as long as I don't feel like sick, I'm gonna go into work. Hey, don't touch my steak. However, it only took 3 months for Melatonin to get the marketing approval. Soon, a legendary drug could rewrite the history was ready for the world in just 1 year. It all went incredibly fast, yet creepily smooth. Haha, to the Campbells.
Thank you.
What's wrong? The champagne's not to your taste?
Mm.
Not really. The golden bubble in the glass rose slowly along with a bit of antacid aroma. My uneasiness was like a bubble in the glass, gradually raising and hovering on the edge of breaking. It's 9:35 p.m. That was the 3rd time I raised my wrist. Unfortunately, the hour hand of my watch had only sluggishly advanced 3 notches. But I had no intention of staying any longer. And so that's that's like my party. I'm like, I'm gonna go now. So we did have the work party yesterday. So I didn't stay that long. Since it didn't start like, right after I got out of work. So I think I stayed only like 3 hours. But I know some companies, do they have time and a half, or is that only if you're working that the day of? Because I'm not sure if people that work Christmas Eve or New Year's Eve get like extra pay or anything like that. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think for me it's even though. Oh yeah. Well, I think we're off those holiday days. Oh, okay. No worries, I'll let you get on. Never mind. It's a bit muggy. I'm getting some fresh air. I should go, and as I move, there's a slight crashing sound coming from within the fan pouch I carry. I didn't understand where the explicit uneasiness came from. Was it because it's going too well? Or was it because at the moment I did not believe wholeheartedly in the possibility that humans and Arcanists could work together? The lab was dark, and although the lights were not on, I could just smell a sense of foreboding.
Oh, come.
It's mice, rabbits, beagles, and multiple species of carpocus and insect. I had taken care of every single one of them, and now they were, without exception, limp inside the cage, dying.
How did this happen?
If the carpocus and us were still barely alive, those poor animals without arcane powers were in unbearable misery. Obviously, before they died, they had been subject to too much torture. The wounds on their body were mostly left when they struggled. Number 12. The white carbuncle lay in the deepest part of the cage. Its teeth broken by itself were scattered around. It would break up into pieces with the slightest touch.
Miss Campbell?
Don't hide there. Everything turns out to be clear. The conference, the tooth, the approval that's too fast. The list of people about to join the pharmaceutical company. I didn't look back. Professor Evans. It rarely happens.
Huh.
Rarely. I just felt like my voice was barely heard.
Video-sustained release formula really well.
How many milligrams does one single tablet contain? Has the abstracts been approved by the Arcanist side? Most pure-blood Arcanist volunteers haven't been seen serious, undesirable effects. Pure blood's great. I turn around to face my former mentor, who looks even strange to me at the moment. 5 mgs? 10 mgs? How many did you put in? How about you taste it and see what happens to humans? You sent me the fake treatment reports of the volunteers. FDA has moved it for marketing. There's no point in questioning me. That's a bribe.
It does work wonders.
There is no other drug in the market that takes effects faster and lasts longer than it does. It's a basic human right to get rid of pain, the side effects of the price that must be paid for dignity. Now, your hypocritical propaganda doesn't work for me.
Please, move.
Miss Campbell?
Get out of my way.
I almost ran madly back to the hotel. Nothing was more important than terminating the clinical treatments experience before it's too late. It did work, yes, as long as I was quick enough, and as long as there's no delay. With extra dosage and handle caused many irreversible complications. I kicked the hotel door open. My cast still felt like 2 tough blows. I almost got the telephone receiver with both my hands and knees. You have a voice message. It will be played after the beep. Hey, Miss Two Fairy, how are you? I really appreciate your help, and my mom. Mom passed away yesterday. I'm sorry I can't give you the address of the cemetery. When I get back to Texas, I'll have a simple funeral for her at home. I wish you could come. Oh right, this is John. So was she one of the volunteers for the clinical treatment? #17, part 3 now. Let's see. Alright, let's pass by. Oh wait, oh, I messed up. Let's see.
Finally, some interesting words. Whose heart is beating so loud?
Merci.
I hear something. Don't be so furious.
The sword is drawn.
Radio waves are everywhere. Everywhere.
Nice moves.
Whose heart is beating so loud?
No? Over here!
Agents have guns. It's called common sense.
Come on, baby! One hard hit!
Bravo.
No? Over here!
Considering someone's physical condition, the
Alright, hopefully this takes the 8 turns. So I think we get 2 stars.
thy sword. Duel with someone fair and square.
Whose heart is beating so loud?
Merci.
Over here!
Don't be so furious.
The sword is drawn.
Damn it! No?
Bravo.
I hear something.
Come on, baby!
Never hesitate.
Agents have guns. It's called common sense. Whose heart is beating so
Merci.
loud? I hear something. Don't be so furious.
Never hesitate.
Radio waves are everywhere.
Alright, the party's over. Thank you for cleaning up the room.
Nice. Got 2 stars. So from the looks of it, let's see. 7, so probably 7. So 3 more? 3 or 4 more stages. Ah. How's this gonna work? Time to do 9 rounds. Alright, this will work, right? Yeah. It's for. Just let me know if I'm pronouncing it wrong. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right. Welcome. Yeah. It's getting harder and harder. Let's see. This. That's done. Nice, we got it. Okay, so I think what, 3 more stages or 2 more? I think it's what, well, most of them are 2 stars, so maybe 3 more stages, I'm guessing. Stage 19, waiting for the green light. So we're... Wait, so am I going to die if I did this? Let's see. Stronger, stronger.
Over here. No. Over here.
Oh, I forgot to do the debuff. Aw.
Pink always looks good on me. Pink always looks good on me.
I totally forgot to do the debuff first.
I hear something. Whose heart is beating so loud? Talking out calms people down.
The sword is drawn.
Maybe a way to everywhere.
Nice.
Everywhere. Hey, I'm the support staff.
And this.
No. Over here.
Never hesitate.
Come on, please. One more hit.
Got him.
Stay low profile. I don't want.
Wait, that only cost 1 star? Oh. Stage 2, pincer. Knockout. Actually, how am I? Is that 9? So 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait a sec. 5. Is that? Oh, wait, is it going to count as 10 or 9?
Finally, some interesting words. Whose
Debuff.
heart is beating so loud? I hear something. Talking out calms people down. Agents have guns. It's called
The
common
sword
sense.
is drawn.
Have to deal with the middle one now. Because everybody else is has 1 life left.
No?
Merci.
Whose heart is beating so loud?
It always looks good on me.
Never hesitate.
Agents have guns. It's called common sense.
Alright, hopefully. Then we have 1 more puzzle left. I'm not sure if there's a... After this, we're gonna do the story... Wait.
I hear something.
Over here.
Never hesitate.
Stay low profile.
Okay, come on. So it's 9 and... Oh, nice. Okay. Good, we're good. 1 more left. The search is over. Stage 21. And that'll be all for the mini part of the event. The last tooth is just up ahead. The Tooth Fairy Queen has tucked it away in her coffer. That tooth spirit is bigger than any we've seen before, and angrier too. It's the leader of the two spirits. It has more holdings, it's greedier, and its hatred is more enduring. It already has a tooth. Arcane techniques won't work on it. It's time for the final battle. Wait, so how am I supposed to turn invisible? I'm gonna put the body back in.
Finally, some interesting words. Shh, I hear something. Whose heart is beating so loud? Don't be so furious. Radio waves are everywhere.
Fight for the unarmed.
Everywhere.
Merci.
Over here.
The sword is drawn.
Come on, baby.
Hey, I'm the support staff. Shh, I hear something.
Follow the will of gods. Merci.
Talking out calms people down.
His trumpets sound. The judgment day has come. Never hesitate. Dang, dang. Bravo.
Whose heart is beating so loud?
No?
Agents have guns. It's called common sense.
All right.
Victory!
Buddy, thank you for cleaning up the room and washing those mugs and glasses.
I have another round to catch.
The adult male incisor. The story just began. You're the one who submitted the interception application. It will come into the market soon, with not even an opposition of the head of FDA. Each tablet contains a minimum of 10 mg tablet derivatives, and over 50% of the ingredients is Winna Polga extract. It's not a pure blood arcanus. The patients won't stand the first course of treatment, but will be sent directly to a psychiatric hospital under the effect of it. Not only does your so-called substance release technology not take effect at all, it also makes the two ingredients reject each other. Put something in like this into production?
Huh.
I think you're insane.
You.
Fine. Listen to me, Campbell.
It does work wonders.
It works. I'm sorry.
I can't laugh at this joke as many times as you say it.
Fuck.
Most pain will all be immunized.
But
Most profit will come to your pockets too. Professor Evans, I'm stopping you in your own name. No doubt it will be a phenomenon, be sold to the streets and blocks, to the poor and the sick who has been suffering from disease for half their lives. It works at the cost of extremely severe addiction and mortality risks. If the Arcanus would become ridiculous addicts in the end, have you ever thought what would happen to those humans? Death. They would die after a mental breakdown.
there's no way I'm letting Nelphine come into the market.
You.
Ha ha. You won't let it? What the hell do you think you are? My tutor has gone, who was gentle in the past, shows his true colors in front of me. In my college life, I had never seen such a shameful attitude from him. No matter how you can was pretend to be human, it will not change your crazy stupid arcane genes in your bones and blood. 2. Take 2 tablets a day, and these losers will eat, drink, and like normal people, no pain at all. What's wrong with death, huh? He gashes his teeth like a rat, his cheeks red and his fists clench. Sooner or later, they will die, and they will be better off dead that way. Surviving like a mad dog, feeding cash to those life-sustaining machines every day.
Fuck.
I'd rather they give it to me, and I give them back peace.
Fuck.
What's with all these cursing? But me, I was the same. It was just as messed up as he was. Just as angry as if I was standing on top of the red-hot iron, trembling shamefully. Chair falls and hits someone. Oh, the professor's getting a beat down. There's no doubt. You are scum.
Oh, good heaven.
Oh God. My tooth. Damn, my tooth. I got the tooth that I hated the most. A dog's tooth protruding from the sticky mouth of a middle-aged man. The tooth was rotten to the core. Rotten to the root, just as his heart. It was punched out of that mouth by me and reeked of an uncontainable stench. You never fixed it in your life. You will always have to live with this shame. Me and my tooth fairies promise you that. After the drug scandal came to light, Evans, who lost a tooth, buried it as fast as he could. The money that hadn't been earned yet was mostly put into the public relations. I'm sure he was tossing and turning in the middle of the night, hating it. But I was not able to stop the launch of Metaphine. An Arcanus is just an Arcanus, while a human can only be a human. Maybe one day they can live in peace, but it wouldn't be because of me or Campbell, and it's not now. The tooth is a reminder of the price I will pay for choosing the wrong path on impulse. Back at the Campbell house, Tooth Fairy. It's been almost 3 months. Your father and I have worked out the solution. FDA will require them to place a box warning on the label. It should come to the market officially in 3 months. What about the ingredients? The Winnipeg extract has been removed. The plenodium is retained, but limited to 3 milligrams per tablet. The addiction problem is hard to manage. their patent of substance to release formula is just a sham. But as long as the prescription is reasonable, all can be avoided.
Should I?
I shouldn't suggest you go for a walk, should I?
Sure,
You could,
but
but I'm not doing what I'm told. I was contacted by St. Pablo Foundation. They are currently seeking an experienced physician
A gentle and patient young woman.
to serve as their school physician. School physician?
are you asking me to take care of a bunch of kids?
You're not doing what you're told. But I'll put it right here in case you change your mind.
Take it any time you wish.
The end. The search is over. Let's collect our winnings or stuff. Okay. Do we have enough for a 10 pole? Let's see if we can do a 10 pole, and then we'll do the nightmare one on hard.
This assignment has ruined my nightlife. You sort of show sympathy.
Oh, I do have enough for 10 pole. We have 12 days left. Can we get 2 fairy? Oh, only 4 stars. Yep, thought so. Come on. I think we got. This is a. Do we win the 50-50? And. Yes, we got 2 fairy.
Okay, we've been acquainted. I'm
I think the next banner's gonna be just.
every night you
Oh, what happened? I think the next banner is gonna be Jessica, or the friend of Anna, which is the deer. So. So maybe she might be a better healer than Pocket Medicine.